absolutely. हाँ भाई शुरू करो हर्ष.
शुरू करो ना.
Yes.
Okay. I hope the screen is clear to all. So in today's session, we are going to look into what is the roadmap to become a good data scientist. But before that, what is actually a data scientist and who are can we call data scientists? Though my definition will be little different from whatever on it is on the internet, but I have choose this definition due to a reason, and it will be evident as we go on later. A data scientist is someone who is better at statistics than any software engineer, and better at any software engine, better than any software engineer, better at software engineering than any statistician. Means basically they are good at statistics far better than any software engineer, and they are better at software engineering far better than a statistician. So we have a mix of both, and those people are called data scientists. Next thing is what are the required core skills, or you can say basic requirement for becoming a data scientist. First of all, you need to have a passion for problem solving. There are a lot of problems in the world that can be solved using the power of data science. So you should know where to apply uh, whatever logic to solve any problem. Next thing is one should love to tinker with data. That means loves tinkering with data. That means you like to play with the data a lot. That I have already covered in the last slide of last time also. Yes, that loves tinker with the data. That was the basic mindset of a data analyst and data engineer also. Same goes for this one also. And then you have to be an average at mathematics and statistics. I know a lot of people fear about the maths and stats part, but you just need to be average, not even good at all. Just you need to be an average at maths and stats. Next thing, you should enjoy the coding. Coding is a repetitive process and it requires a lot of effort from your side and consistency also. But if you
Harsh, your
enjoy the
voice is
coding
breaking.
part, then you will have a habit to code every day, and that it will not feel a very burden like thing, which happens
Harsh,
a lot
hello,
when we
Harsh.
run into problems while solving. Yes, huh?
Your voice is breaking.
Yes, yes.
Your
My
voice is
voice is
breaking.
breaking. I guess due to internet issue. Is now it is now clear, or
Okay, we manage.
is it clear?
Carry on. Yes, yes,
Can
carry
I
on.
carry on?
Yeah, yeah, carry on.
Okay. So just please be a little bit louder. I can't hear actually. Okay, so moving on to our next part. This is the actual roadmap to become a data scientist in 2022 or in any time. Anytime. I will be covering some of the basic things and remove a lot of noise, whatever present on the internet, and try to simplify things in a very sensible manner. So first thing is get good at stats or maths and ML. ML is machine learning, stats is statistics, and mathematics is maths. So what is the math that is required? So you just need to know a little bit of high school math, and you should be good at linear algebra. That our course is also giving us a very good opportunity to learn these things. High school maths we have already covered in maths 1, and linear algebra and other core part will be covered in maths 2. ML is intermediate level ML. Intermediate level ML means there are basically you should not only know how to apply it, but also at the mathematical level you should know what is going on behind the process. Because unless until you don't know the thing, your thing, then you will not be able to apply them in real life. Though there are many ML packages available, scikit-learn being one of them, but you should know the real math behind it. This thing is statistics, and in statistics, you should mostly focus on descriptive and inferential statistics part. This will cover the entire stats. Although I have broke down this stats part into more simpler level. What are the things that you should focus on descriptive level and inferential statistics level? So, first thing is descriptive. In descriptive, you should first know what is the difference between a sample and population. What are the things that you can perform on a sample and population? Next thing is you should know what are the measures of central tendency, that is mean, median, and mode, and how it affects the data if the values are changed or outliers are present. Next thing is histogram. Histogram is a way to plot our data. So data visualization parts automatically comes in, and also the box plot. This box plot is also called as a candlestick chart or a candlestick chart, because it gives you the 5 number summaries all along with the outliers. Or the next part is inferential. These descriptive parts we have already covered in stats 1, and in inferential part, these are the things that you should mostly focus on. First thing is random variable. So any event that happens at a random time or random occurrence is there, that is we call as random variable. So you should know that the concept of random variable. Next thing, you should know the rules for the probability and also the basic probability. The rules that you should mostly focus on are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Also, you should know joint probability and Bayesian probability. Also, not to forget the conditional probability part also. Next thing that you should know is permutation and combinations. So how you should arrange the things and how many ways the things can be arranged. These two things are simultaneously working together when working on inferential statistics. Next thing is probability density function, which can be discrete or continuous. So you should have a different. There are many distributions present in statistics like bell-shaped Gaussian distribution or T-series distribution. So you should know those probability density distribution functions that are for discrete and continuous data. Also, you should know something called as hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing is a way to nullify your observations or facts that you want to make make assumptions about. It is good for checking things periodically. Next thing is this is the mathematics part, but it is also covered in statistics. Linear regression and logistic regression. Linear regression is for continuous data, and logistic regression is for a single data point. So you should know this linear regression, logistic regression. This also covers in ML also. Next thing that you should know is learn to code, and how you should code, that I am covering in this one. So first of all, you should know computer science fundamentals. You can take the CS50X course from the Harvard University, which will give you a very good foundation about that. Next thing that you should know is the concept of end-to-end development. So end-to-end development means developing from the very scratch and deploying, debugging and testing the end product. Because in a data scientist life, you have to continuously work with the data and product, create the end-to-end product for the consumer need. And now you should choose your first language. I generally started with Python, but you can start with whatever you like. And then learn while building. Most of the times, what people think is that they just want to learn things and then they will build. But there is no substitute for learn while building, because it will help you understand the concept better and write better and efficient code in the long run. You will actually thank yourself to do this step. Next thing is database. You should know this at a very high level. First of all, learn the basic file IO, that is file input and output, loading and getting data from different sources. So you should first know that the database, what is a database and how database relates to your work, because in industry we don't store files on a computer, we store it on a database. Next thing you should know is structured query language, how to query and merge different data set using these SQL queries, which are just commands which can perform these tasks. Yeah. Next, you should know some of the tools like Postgres SQL, CouchDB, Cassandra, MySQL, MongoDB. Don't care for these things. You will learn as you will go. So you don't need to learn most of the things in the database. Just these three things will help you to become a good data scientist and clear your foundation. Next thing is, before diving to the data scientist part, we will dive to the data analyst part, and this is the thing that is required for from a data analyst apart from the whatever we have covered above. First thing is data cleaning and merging. It is the process of converting raw data into tight data. So you have extracted data from multiple sources, and now you can convert those raw data into tidy data. You should know how to do that. Basically, we use pandas for that work, but you can use any library of your choice. Next thing is data visualization. That is the process of creation and study of visual representation of data. Like we have used histogram or box plot or candlestick chart or bar chart or pie chart. You can use any type of data visualization tools like Tableau or Power BI. Basically, these two are most of the common ones that are used, but it helps you to deliver a great picture about your data. So that is one of the core skills that you should have. Next thing is reporting. So you should know how to report. And in report, it is basically the process of creating report dashboards, KPIs, that is key performance indicators to drive decision in a company. So in company, you will not provide the coding part. You will actually provide these type of dashboards which will have these key performance indicators, the features or the factors that will influence the decision making process from the higher level or higher hierarchy of a company. Next thing is, this is somewhat of a advanced type of concept, but if you master this, then you will have a lot of benefit over other data scientists. This is big data or Hadoop. Hadoop is what? Hadoop is an open source software framework for large scale processing of data and storage. So if you want to process trillions and 10 or 100 of trillions of data, then these traditional approach will not work. You should know to dive in the realm of big data, which most of the companies want from a data scientist nowadays. But in Hadoop also, you don't need to learn everything. You just need to master these three things. First one is Hadoop itself. Next thing is MapReduce. It is a programming paradigm that allows for scalability across Hadoop clusters. So what happens in Hadoop is, you don't run the whole thing on your computer. You run it on a cluster which is hosted on somewhere on the server on a cloud. So MapReduce is a way in which you can scale your project in a very efficient manner, and you can use it on a various type of platform. Next thing is itself from the AWS, and it is called AWS Spark, which actually provides the real-time processing function to Hadoop. So Hadoop is basically the storage part, MapReduce is basically the programming part, and AWS Spark is basically the entire tool and the set of frameworks that you can use to provide real-time data processing to the Hadoop cluster, or you can use these AWS Spark features on the Hadoop to get some real-time inferences from the data that you are performing analysis on. So next thing is practice. So there is no substitute for practice. You should practice everything. So the way I practice is go to Kaggle, join the Kaggle competitions. You will get to learn a lot. In first, it may seem hard, but once you get hang of it, you will just love it. I'm sure of it. Next thing is Meetup. Meetup is a site where you can meet with fellow data scientists because in case you want to meet with, in case you want to make good networking, you should know how to meet up with fellow data scientists, which will have their same goals, and so your ideologies will also align. Next, make a project. It is very important. It is very important that you should make a project. Though you can copy most of the projects from the YouTube, but you should have at least one of them which is your own uniqueness, and that is what will drive the recruiters to you. Next thing is develop your intuition. Over the time, while doing the Kaggle and project thing, you will develop your own intuition on where to use what type of tools and what type of programming languages you have to use. So you have to develop the intuition how to solve a complex problem. Now you should become the job ready after this. And first thing is most of the people ask me is beginner. So in beginner you can just join the internship, and here is just a quick fact that you should target mostly the startups because startups don't require very high amount of qualification from you, but they will tell you that you have to work that much and try to learn as much as possible in this stage. Next, at intermediate level, you should brush up your skills again, and you should join a boot camp, which can be an online or offline. This is to develop your intuition and revise the concepts. Third is apply for job. Keep applying for jobs or freelance projects. Now, once you have all these skills and you have gone through the beginner and intermediate level, now you can just keep applying for jobs, or you can go to Upwork or People Per Hour or any freelance.com and search for some freelance project related to data science, and they will be happy to give you all these things if you have done all these things in a serial wise manner. Now, the last thing that I highly like is Thanksgiving or returning back to the community either by building a product or sharing the knowledge that you have gained. For in my case, I started writing about these data science topics and everything stuffs also, and also the products that I am using. I'm also building a product to help the community of data science. Also, I have built 2 to 3 products. So that's it. Thank you
Very, very,
for
very
giving
thank
me.
you. Let's have a big clap for hers.
Thanks for. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, good points we have covered. So you start your next topic also, or we should leave listen someone else also? Hers, are you going to cover your next topic, or we have to listen?
Yeah, I am okay with covering the next topic if you allow.
Okay, you continue.
But I means I hope that it will not be overkill.
First, read out your
If everyone
topics.
is okay, then I will cover. Else, I will cover after someone else if one want to speak.
Okay. Anyone? Sunny?
Yes.
You have also 2 topics, I think.
Yeah, I have one for the resume
No, I
building,
have only one
and it
topic
will means it is not very long. It is very
on
short. You
resume.
can expect 15 to 20 minutes.
Sunny?
That will be the max. I think
Yeah,
I will
what?
cover in less than that.
Yes, sirs?
So let me start again. Okay.
Okay, okay. Carry on.
I tried to means fix things which I did wrong earlier. I tried to speak slowly and add some depth. Let's see how it comes.
Okay.
So I guess that you can see my screen. So this is how to make impressive resume, and this is the basic thing. So first of all, before starting anything, it is important to know why one should build a resume and what is resume at all. So resume is a formal documentation that a job applicant creates to itemize their qualification for position. So resume is basically a formal documentation that any job applicant or anyone can create to itemize, means basically provide. Here itemize means to provide in a meaningful manner their qualifications for the position. So all the class qualifications. Please take note of these highlighted yellow words because that will help you understand the entire presentation. Next thing is why we should build a resume. First of all, it prepares you for the interview. If you are having a resume, most likely that you are preparing for interview, and you should focus on what are the things that you have told in your resume, because most of the things that in interview that comes is from the resume. It happens with me, that's why I'm sharing it with you. Next, it organizes you. So once you set something in your resume, you have to make sure that you have that educating skills. So you will visit often and you will practice regularly to have that skills and become good at it. Next thing, it gives a sense of security. If you keep on updating your resume, then it will ultimately tend to the eye of a recruiter, and as it is being changed regularly, so recruiter can get to know that yes, this guy has learned these skills and these are the qualifications of this guy or girl or anyone, and they can just approach you. You can literally get a thousand of opportunities by just building a resume, and a good one actually. Next thing, you it can be used as a calling card. So most of the time, what happens is sometimes people list their resume on LinkedIn, and they provide it on the features section, which is on your profile. So sometimes recruiter comes and see these things. So it can act as a calling card for the recruiter also. And at the last, the main job for a resume is to get you an interview, and ultimately that may lead to the job. So you should know how to build a resume, and this is the why part of why to build a resume. The points to keep in mind. These are the important highlights that you should keep in mind. First one, there is a lot of competition. That's, to be honest, there is a lot of competitions. There are trillions of resume online, and you have to stand out. You should have something specific in your resume that know that someone other in your domain lacks. Next thing, one of the good thing is you can use the 30-second rule. That is, keep your resume to the point. And this 30-second rule is through the fact because a recruiter spend only 30 seconds to list or scan through your resume. They will not give a lot of time. So if you can make them realize that you are the right person by keeping the things to the point, then congratulations, the job will be yours, or you will have an interview at least. Now, create the value for the company. This is very important. A lot of time people just create the resume and they forget about it. But you should know where you are applying and how your skills can help that company. So if you have that part, then you can actually tell your recruiter that yes, I have these skills and I can help you with these things. So you can hire me, or I am the potential employer for you. Next thing, respect and gratitude for employer. Be honest. This is one of the important things. Most of the time, what happens is that people just write whatever they want, but you are actually sharing your knowledge or employer taking the time to visit that. So you should have the respect and gratitude by filling the resume with the honest thing that you already have. You don't fill it with the wrong things that has an adverse effect later on. Next thing, how to write a resume. This is very important. These are the some of the things that you should know how to write in a resume. First thing, keep the resume clear and concise. It is very important. Don't clutter it with too much of information. Next thing, always proofread for your grammar and spelling. No one likes wrong grammar and spellings. It just gives a bad impression to the recruiter that this guy doesn't is not at all serious about this job position. So always proofread for grammar and spelling. Next thing is don't write a very long resume. Limit your resume for two pages. But this is for greater than 15 years. For a fresher, I will suggest just limit your resume to one page. Yes, that one page will be enough with footer and header added. Next thing, always try to tailor your resume according to the position. Just don't blindly share your resume. You should tailor it according to the position that you are hiring. So you should add what are the relevant skills and remove what are not required for the position. Next thing is highlight what you have accomplished. So basically, if you highlight your accomplishment, recruiter will know that yes, this guy has these has achieved these things and can help me with all these things. So I can trust on this guy. It just helps you to build a connection at a deeper level and have a trust. Next thing, use simple words and action verbs. Try to keep your resume with simple wordings and always write these action verbs. Those verbs are verb plus ed, like led, harnessed, or deployed, or developed. Like these type of stuffs, you have to use these type of words. It just gives a very positive and powerful impact on your recruiter. Next thing, include unpaid work if you have done something which was for NGO or you didn't got that money. Don't hesitate to include it. Include it, but only when it is relevant to the skills that is asked for the position. Don't include it unnecessary. It will just clutter your resume. Next thing is include the contact information. So most of the time people write everything and they forget to mention the contact information. You should add the contact information. By contact information, I mean social media, and these emails are must. Social media, emails, phone number if possible. Uh, that will do. Next thing is what are the things that you should not do in your resume. These are the must don'ts in your resume. First thing is don't use inappropriate email address. That means here inappropriate means hard to read emails. Means those emails which are very hard to read. Keep it very concise because recruiter will not be giving more than 30 seconds to list your resume. Next thing is don't include any personal information like whatever you like and what are the things that you want to do and everything like that because recruiter is not at all interested in your personal information. He just wants his work done and he will pay you for that, right? Don't include pictures. Basically, if you are having offline copy in only standard, you can include pictures, but in sorry, not offline, it's online. And if it is offline, please don't include pictures. Next, what many people do is they include a lot of information using bullets, but I suggest that please keep the bullets in less than 5 to 7 7 bullet points per section because it will create a positive impact and Keeping it concise is an art, so you should learn it. Next thing is don't use personal pronoun like I, my, me, because it becomes like me stuff, my stuff. So me type stuff. So don't do it. Try to write your resume in a third person, like someone else is writing the resume while taking account you in account. Okay? Next thing is number of simple listing for the job. No simple listing of job responsibilities. That means don't just list the job responsibilities. Try to elaborate what you have done, but don't overclutter it. Just 1 to 2 lines will be sufficient. Next thing, don't make any general statements. This is the most common mistake that people make is they make general statements. I like these things. I like those things. That will have a negative impact on your recruiter. That he is so not open-minded and he has so many problems. So why should I hire him or like that? Next thing is no reasons for leaving the previous jobs. Don't include any reason for leaving your previous job because now the recruiter will be in dilemma whether he will be in my company or he will leave again. So don't make that type of psychology for the recruiter. Okay. Next, no references. Don't add references on the same resume that you have sent to the recruiter or provided to the recruiter. Keep them separate on a paper. If they ask you for the references, then you provide them. That gives a positive value that this guy has done something on his own and he has then been referenced. Else, it will like be this guy is being referenced, maybe that he has told them to reference. That's it. Next, no irrelevant hobbies. Only you can add them if you can add them if they are related to your job position. So you should not add any irrelevant hobbies like I like to play chess or I like to sing or dance. Recruiter is not at all interested in those things. Yes, once you are in the company, then you can share your hobbies. But if it is related to your project, like let's say coding is your hobbies, then you can add it very easily because data scientists was require coding or means statistics, playing with data. You like those things, so you can add that. That's it. I think so. Now these are some of my personal thoughts, my personal experiences that I have shared, and this is how I tailored my resume. First thing is follow the hierarchy. This is very important. This you can use as a baseline to create your resume. First thing is most important. Keep the most important in the 1/3 of your resume. And those includes about me, the projects, experience, and achievements. Note I have not included education in the first three because it is not at all relevant. Recruiter is not so interested in your education. He will first like to see the projects, experience, and the projects and experience. Experience is gained while you are working on a company on an internship basis or have left the previous job. But that's it. Next is achievement. You should add that as the first part. Next thing is secondary important or important. Add it to the 2/3 of your resume. And it's on the second level of the resume, that is education, certification, and patents. So once all these things have been done, mostly recruiter will hire you or ask you for all those things. But if he wants more information, then he will go to the next part, which is education, certification, and patents, or the rights that you have. Adding certification is some of value, but not a lot. And third is MISC. At the lowest level, you should add the MISC or miscellaneous activities like hobbies, ledgers, or acknowledgement. You should add that at the last because recruiter least cares about all these things. Next thing is add links to your work. So in case you are providing some type of source that you have worked these things, then you should actually provide the link to your work so that resume can visit and see your work and get you regarding that. go the extra mile. So one thing that can help you to stand out is before any resume making or anything, you can do some research on what type of resume you are building or what type of company you are applying to, and you should know how to tailor it according to that needs. Next is having a portfolio page or LinkedIn. Today, LinkedIn is a must thing, so you should have that. And also, giving if you can show your recruiter that you are also having a portfolio page where you can list all your achievements or all your projects, then they can directly go. You don't even need the resume part. Although you can add a resume part in the portfolio page itself. So thank you. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. I hope that you like the session. And please share your
Very, very
thoughts.
good presentation. Give
Thanks
a
a
big
lot.
clap to Harsh. So great. Next, any volunteer? You, myself. Okay, I can start. But more people have 2 points. So I think they should cover one. Then in between, someone will else will cover. That sequence will be right. I think. Sunny?
Yes. Yeah, I have only one point, not two. Only one topics.
Only one topic.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
problem. You can just share your topic.
So should I start or you are going to cover Sunny?
My topic is same as hers, so you can start after my.
Okay.
Okay, so you are which topic you are having means
Same,
resume
same.
building
Yeah,
or
yeah.
data science?
Resume.
Resume building. Okay, okay.
Page.
Pransu has two topics, no?
हाँ हाँ दो हैं।
You can,
Pransu, you also
yeah, yeah. Pransu can carry on first, I think.
okay, Pransu. You start.
तो कौन से टॉपिक से मतलब from which topic should I start?
You can,
Anyone.
anyone,
You have all the topics, right?
you have selected two topics, like,
Yeah.
start anyone topics.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you are audible. Okay. It's a very important topic with our topper of the group. So please be focused. Let's welcome with a warm welcome for Pransu. Okay, Pransu, please start.
As the name suggests, this presentation is about scoring maximum score in quiz and end term conducted by IITM for our courses. So here is the academic calendar in which there are 3 terms a year having 2 quiz and an end term each. Quiz in 1 is generally conducted in the 4th or 5th week, quiz 2 in 6th, in 7th or 8th, and end term at the 12th week of the content release. So the first strategy is to make a weekly action plan of what we have to do on the particular day in that week when the content is released. So as we can see, we can jot down the number of lectures of a course that has been, of the number of videos that has been released for that particular course, and we can divide them in Monday to Friday as per the duration that we can devote in that particular subject or we are comfortable with as per our time constraints. Then For scoring good marks in quiz and end term, we should make proper handwritten notes of each and every lecture released by IIT Madras, as per my opinion. Secondly, we should make a separate copy for solving each and every question of activity question, practice assignment, and graded assignment. Because when we mm, because we tend to forget even the solved question that were correct by us in one go in later revision. We should have a neat work and a proper indexing in that register too. For example, if a question is wrong or we have a doubt, we should leave a blank there itself. And when our doubt is cleared or we find the correct answer, then we can write it down there so that it maintain the flow of revision. Now, as we know that the assignment deadlines are generally on Wednesday for the next week, we can have a strategy to complete all the lecture of all the courses by Friday and complete practice assignment and graded assignment by Sunday. We should also have a habit to take graded assignment as a 30 to 45 minutes quiz, as a real time quiz that we can give for ourselves and analyze our concept clarity for that week. And based on the teachings that we get from that test, we can make short notes of every week that what are the most important topic that was discussed, what are the most topics that we tend to forget in solving question, which question involve one or two more concepts that we have, so that we can make a short note for that week there only. Then we can learn from the doubts and mistake. It is obvious to make doubts or mistake during our preparation journey. So we should maintain a record, and we should make a record of each and every doubt, whether it's huge or silly. We can use Google Sheets like that I have shown in my presentation, or in a pen and paper note to note down those mistakes. We should also attend live session, especially the open session of IIT Madras. And if the time does not permit, then we should see the recorded session of that. Now, what should we do before 1 week before quizzes or end term? We should start revising the detailed notes that we have made. Then we should also revisit the mistake record that we have prepared throughout the preparation. And 1 or 2 days before, we have to revise the short notes that we have made. Because these will be because in short notes मतलब हम लोग वही लिखेंगे जो हम लोग को बहुत ज्यादा गलती हो रहा. And practicing is the key to success. If resource of a particular course are not available on internet, then practice the available content again and again given by IIT Madras. And if resource of a particular course are available, then we should do from that particular site. छोटा था बट इतना ही मेरे को आता था.
छोटा था पर बहुत अच्छा था.
बहुत अच्छा भाई, बहुत अच्छा. Clapping. Okay. And any other point you are going to cover also, Ansu?
वो ऑनलाइन डिग्री का है, बट उसमें मैंने जनरली हैंडबुक से थोड़ा देख देख के बनाया है उसका प्रेजेंटेशन, तो उसमें ज्यादा कुछ नया नहीं मिलेगा. तो वो मैं बाद में भी कर सकता हूँ, पहले बाकी कर लूँ.
चलो ठीक. So next, should I?
Yeah, start you.
My screen is visible.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So we are here to know the roadmap we should follow for our 4 year Bachelor of Science degree in data science and application. So what is roadmap? A roadmap is a plan to complete something, some task. So guys, let me clear, we must have a plan, as we are here for a reason. Some of us due to interest in data science, some of us due to interest in money, success, whereas some of us are due to maybe for time pass, means they have to complete their graduation, and IIT is giving an open opportunity for anyone, so they are giving a try. But if you have a solid reason for this degree, then you must have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, you cannot know that are you going in right direction or any wrong direction. Most of the time, most of the people don't know what should they do. Means what should I do? Most of the people most of the time don't know, because they don't have any plan. And if anyway they got to know what to do, then 50 questions will confuse him, like why should I do this? Can I do it later? Can I do something more important than this? Like these questions will confuse him, and he will not be in the state of any action. He will be in state of no action, and result depends upon action. That's why result will not come. So guys, having a plan is most important. If you are taking breath and leaving carbon dioxide, then let me clear, you must have a plan. You should have a plan, otherwise you are wasting your life. Let it be very clear. Let's see what the great man saying about the plan. Benjamin Franklin saying, if you are fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Are you guys getting? If you are fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Then Warren Buffett is saying that someone sitting in the shed today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. If you also want to enjoy the shed in your future, then you should start planting tea from now. Abraham Lincoln saying that giving me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Means if you are giving him 6 hours to chop down a tree, then he will spend 4 hours on sharpening his axe. Okay. So uh, we are here to complete the BS degree, and first we should know the what are the courses we are going to conclude in this degree program, a little brief about that. Then after I'll cover how what is to be planned and how can conquer these exams and score maximum. As you are all qualifier, so I am starting from foundation level. In foundation level, there are the 8 courses. Each course is having 4 credits, some having few requisites, and we are in this level. I think everyone, you all know all these subjects: Maths 1, Stats 1, CT, English, Math 2, Stats 2, Programming in Python and English 2. After completion of foundation level, we will go in the diploma year, and here 2 diploma is there. And if you want to continue this degree further, you should complete these 2 diploma to both. If you want exit, you can exit with any one diploma also, but if you want to continue further BSc or BS degree, then you have to complete these all 2 diploma. These 2 diploma each having 27 credits, 6 courses and 2 projects in each diploma. One is diploma in programming, another one is diploma in data science. And I think first you have to complete one diploma, then you can go in for other diploma. I'm not having the
You have
clear
to
picture, but
complete both the diploma.
huh?
You have to complete
Can
both the
a
diploma.
person continue take 2 parallel to both diploma?
No,
No, no.
you have to must clear first diploma, then you have.
Yes, yes, yes. So let's see what are the subjects in this diploma we are going to take. In the diploma in programming, there are total 6 courses plus 2 projects having 27 credit. And the course all related to the programming, database management system, programming data structure and algorithm using Python, modern application development. And here you have to do one project regarding modern application development. Then programming in Java you also learn in this diploma. Again, second part of modern application development, and the second project is also related to modern application development. Then system commands. Let me tell something about these courses. This is a database management system. What is the database management system and what are you going to learn in this program? Database management system are software systems used to store, retrieve and run queries on data. A DBMS serves as an interface between an end user and a database, allowing users to create, read, update and delete data in the database. Okay, guys. Database management system or software systems are used to store, retrieve and run queries on data. A DBMS serves as an interface between an end user and a database, allowing user to create, read, update and delete data in the database. And a modern application development, what is? Modern application development is an approach to designing, building and managing applications through cycles of rapid innovations. This approach increases the agility of your teams and the reliability, security and scalability of your apps. So basically here you are going to manage the data, you are going to learn the managing data and developing apps using Java and Python. Then the second diploma in data science. The diploma in data science exposes the learner to the holistic approach of gathering, analyzing and interpreting data for a variety of problems. The courses on business data lays down the context and the need for the data, while the machine learning courses equip the learner to use and analyze this data towards impactful conclusions. Here you are going to learn something about data science. The course name is Machine Learning Foundation, Business Data Management, and a project on business data management. Then machine learning techniques, machine learning practice. Then one more project regarding machine learning practice. Here business analytics and tools in data science. Let's see some brief about knowledge about these courses. What is machine learning and what is database management? Database. Machine learning. Machine learning is a type of artificial intelligence AI that allows software applications to become more accurate at predicting outcomes without being explicitly programmed to do so. Machine learning algorithms use historical data as input to predict new output values. So here you are going to learn machine learning. And the other one is data management, is the practice of collecting, organizing, protecting, and storing an organization's data so it can be analyzed for business decisions. As organizations create and consume data at unprecedented rates, data management solutions become essential for making sense of the vast quantities of data. So till here and one more thing, the tools of data science you are also include in this diploma. Different types of tools related to data science like Python, R programming, SAS, Apache Spark, BigML, MATLAB, TensorFlow, Julia, Veka, and NLTK, and more like this. So here you are well equipped to do a data science job. After these two diploma, you can say yourself a mini data scientist, and it is the right time to go for internship, either from campus, or if not possible from campus, then you must go from out of the campus. For that you have to start cold mailing to the HR of companies 1 or 2 months prior, so that you can get your internship in time. You can plan your internship after one diploma also in programming, and other one is for after this data science. But after completing these two diploma, you must have a internship in your hand. Then after you should start your BSc degree program. Okay, let's see what we are going to learn in BSc degree. In BSc degree there are total 28 credits. 4 credits from mandatory course listed strategies for professional growth. 4 credits from professional growth. 8 credits from 2 core courses of 4 credits each. These are 2 pairs of core courses option to pick from. Here are core courses option 1, and here is core courses option 2. You have to choose one. In the first pair is software testing and software engineering, and the other pair is AI, searching method for problem solving and deep learning. And if you choose these 2 courses, it becomes a 4 plus 4 8 credit, and 4 credit from professional growth, and rest 12 credits you have to choose elective courses, 3 courses of 4 credits each. What are these elective courses? Let's see. Here are a total of 14 or 15 listed courses. In that there are 2 courses also included. So if you taken these 2 core courses, then you can take these 2 courses also as a elective courses. With these 2 you can choose any one of the course based on availability, because all courses not available all time, excluding the 2 courses that the learner has already picked up as core courses. she needs to opt for at least 3 elective courses. Okay, so it conclude 4 plus 4 and 12 total. Let me show you before previous slide. Here 4 credits from professional growth, and 8 credits from these core course, and 12 credits from elective courses. So 12 plus 8, 20, and 4, 24. Rest 4 courses you have to do on NPTEL, and it will be credit transfer to your degree program. So after this, your degree program will be completed, and you will be graduated from IIT Madras as a BSc in programming and data science. After this, you can expect if you successfully completed this degree program, you can expect a good package. Let me reveal what amount I am expecting after completion of this degree. Okay, guys, I think there should be
Big
the
moment.
minimum 12 lakh package should be of a BSc degree students should get after the data science and programming,
Oh my god.
right? Okay. Yeah, it is not a big deal. If you complete all these courses successfully, then you are eligible for this. And if you are want to continue your BS degree, then this is the time for your second internship. You must do an internship, or you got a placement after doing some month job, you can start your BS program. And in BS program also, I have covered in last session that there is a 8-month apprenticeship is there, so you will got benefit in that also. So it is a very good demanding course in the current scenario, and IITM tag is also very valuable because the IITM is leading since 10 years. So let me cover some more points for you. You must be one step ahead from your course content, then only you will get sufficient time for revision, mock papers, and most important, a peaceful mind, because during exam the peaceful mind is more important. So you must be one step ahead. Here is the in this course, 3 things will chase you: weekly graded, monthly quizzes, and quarterly interim exam. But you have only one Brahmastra by which you can conquer all these. Only one arrow is sufficient to kill all the threes,
What
and
is that?
that is your weekly graded, man. This is get give more trouble to you. If you complete in advance your weekly graded, advance means I think if it is released on Friday and you complete it, if you are taking 3 subjects, suppose that, so have a 3 days: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I am giving you one day more, Monday. Till Monday you must have kill it, not more than that. This should be go. So in the next term, we are I am planning to have the gmeet for we graded on Monday or Sunday. That is more than that for graded. If you finish your graded well in advance, then you have sufficient time for your quizzes and revision and all things, and have a peaceful mind. Okay. So scoring good for scoring good and having successful completion of the course. The one more point is there: making notes. I suggest you all guys make your own notes, and let me clear it. You are studying in a professional courses. It is not your school books or school exam, a school content which you have learned and give exam and forget. These things are helpful throughout your life. You make note not for the quiz and graded and interim exam or BSc degree. You should make notes for your life, for your future. If you are first you are joining any company, after some time you want to switch another, then in other company there is an interview, there is exam, then you should start learning from scratch. If you have your own notes, then it will be beneficial for you. It will, you will not going to throw out the content whole. You just refer your notes, and there are much benefits to having your personal notes. It's having your personal touch. Means you should make notes in your uh, own comfort zone so that you can understand all the topics. And during making notes, you will recall your all the topics. You will cover. You will go through some websites, some other links, some sources, and you make your notes for your future. It will help you in long run. And revise your notes time to time. If you got some new points, add it, memorize for a long time. Today people making notes, some prefer in pen and paper, whereas some making notes on laptop or digital mode. Both are goods. Whichever you prefer, you make notes, but I prefer in digital form more because it is well organized and it can be accessible from anywhere, from any device, and it is not having fear of loss. But if pen paper may lost or damage notes, then we cannot retrieve it. But here in digital form, it is safe. So I suggest everyone to make his personal notes, his or her. It will be more beneficial in long run and for your life. Okay, guys, these are my suggestions for roadmap to this course. How it was.
Wonderful.
Okay, thanks. I'll see also once again on YouTube. I have to cover some more points also, but till the time I am not cannot recall it.
Got a clear
So
picture of how this degree works.
you people carry on next. Swanjan or Sunny,
No,
take
I
the mic.
am not there today. Actually, I don't feel prepared.
Okay, let me share.
Sunny,
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Yes, you are audible. Hello.
Okay, okay. Let me share the screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes.
So, as Harsh has already covered this topic, how to make resume. So, and Harsh has already covered on theoretical part of resume and some topics. What do what do we during to make
It
resume?
doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
just carry on. It doesn't matter at all.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe you have.
So I
Okay.
will just jump on a practical part of that. So first, what is a resume? So a resume is a one-page summary of your work experience and your qualification and background relevant to the job you are applying to. And the resume words comes from the Latin word resumere, The Latin word can be broken down into re and jumbre. So either re means again or back, and jumre means to take. So I will directly jump on a practical part. So that is some steps to make resume. So in structure of resume, we have some topics like heading and professional summary, work experience, qualification skills, and some extra information. So now we will see how we will write heading. So in heading we have to write name, contact details. In contact details we have we can write our email ID and phone number if you are comfortable. So you can write, and some address is not of mandatory, but you can write this. Photo, if you have a professional photos are available, then you can use the photo. Otherwise, it's not compulsory. And in heading parts, you have also added social links like LinkedIn, your LinkedIn link, or Twitter, and if you have portfolio or personal website, so you can we can add your link. So this is the some examples of the heading. You can see. And now a professional summary. In professional summary, you have to describe your profession. Like if you have a, if you are a web developer, then you should tell about your profession. So and try to describe your profession in minimum lines. Do not uh, do not write in maximum lines like 10 lines to 10 more than 10 lines. You can write minimum lines as you know. There you can see uh, the examples of that. I have only used 5 to 6 sentences to complete this. And work experience. So in work experience, first of you have to write timeline of your previous work and what is your post name, then company name. And you have to describe 3 to 4 bullet lines about your work and company. You can see this example. And now tell about qualification. So first write your latest degree. If you are pursuing any degree, so first write your currently degree and go till your high school degree. And if you can describe about your school or college life, college and student life. So it's optional, it's not mandatory to describe. But be careful that do not describe more than 4 bullet lines. So you can see the examples of the educations and qualification how to add it in resume. So the next part is skills. So skills is a very important topic for the writing in your resume. And you write your both skills, hard skills and soft skills also. Do not describe your skills in statement. Only use bullet point or use only a word. Like if you have skills in JavaScript, so you have to write only JavaScript, not say like I have completed knowledge about JavaScript like that. Only use JavaScript. And always show your hard skills which rating like if you have uh, some HTML, CSS, like these skills. So you should tell that I have expert or average in HTML or CSS like this. So you can see here I have some added hard skills like you can see I have graded, and here the soft skills I'm not graded in that skills. So you can also add your some extra information on resume like hobbies, awards, and other certificates. I have added my hobbies. So some sources of the making resume. So before making resume, make a list on pen paper about your skill, qualification, awards, and other certificates, and all about information which are you want to write on your resume. So I recommended to always use MS Word or Google Docs. Don't use any online templates. You can use online templates for a prototype, and always try to make resume manually yourself, and don't write in first person case like I, my, me. Don't use these words. And you can also take help of an another online websites to make resume, like portfolio only prototype. Do not create your real resume from online websites. So thank you. That's my day. Right.
Okay, clap for Sunny. Very nice. You cover a very good and informative topic. It will be helpful for us. So next one is Sakshi. Open your mic. All the best. Sakshi, are you there? By the time Sakshi will come. Sonjan, you can start. Sakshi, are you there?
You're not audible.
Okay, wait, Sakshi. Sonjan, please. Sonjan?
Don't worry.
अरे
You
यार,
can
open your mic.
share.
Open
You
your
can
mic.
हाँ
share.
बोलिए बोलिए.
You have to speak 5 lines.
Okay, okay. So, but I am noted already
जितना
that
किया है
anyways.
उतना बोल बताओ यार, जितना
Okay,
किया है
Anyways,
उतना ही.
so the
let the
topic was
Sakshi be ready that till the time
okay,
you
okay.
take.
So the topic was personality development. So first of all, we need to understand what is personality. Personality is a characteristic way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. So recently we were reading a story, reading a novel. I hope all of you remember The Great Gatsby. So there we found out how the protagonist of the play developed a good character or a major part of his personality from his father. That we should not judge people only on the basis of our own thoughts, but should also uh, interpret their condition from their perspectives. So our personality grows and develops with various experiences in life. But we need to be very open minded and broad minded to develop our personality and to have a better mindset in the future. So what are some few basic tips to develop our personality? So first of all, we need to know ourselves, our strengths, and what are we good at. We should not suppress ourselves, we should not demotivate ourselves, we should always praise our own self in whatever things we are good at and let ourselves flourish. Only when we praise ourselves, then only we will be able to see the good in others and also help others to develop. And mm, when we are talking on the ways of our degree, we should always not only focus on our own individual development but also should help others and focus on an all-round development of all ourselves. And so the next point will be, we should always explore our imperfections. In life there will be failures, there will be much of hardships, and everything will not be perfect. So like in this course of ours, every term will not be the same for us. Many people will have different hard times, and at times everyone will not be able to perform the same at all times. But we should always be positive and work on our imperfections to make them perfect in future. And so that is a very important side of our personality, I think, because every day is not the same.
Very nice one.
So secondly, one more point. So
Okay.
mm, everyone can be a leader in an institution, but you should have the mentality to lead. So when you think to be a leader, you not only help others but also develop your own self. Suppose when you are working on a particular subject or on a particular assignment, when you take others in a group and then you work on it, you also get the various ideas of various people, and so it leads to an overall development of all the people, and you get the job done in a better way. um, Another important side of our personality development in at our age and in the field of our placements and job opportunities, we should be a good communicator. We should be a good communicator uh, to get the better opportunities in life. That will always help us to develop ourselves. And lastly, we should be light-hearted, kind to others, and always be in a enthusiastic mood, because if we focus on pessimism, that will only lead to negativities. And in the age of our development, we should focus on the optimistic sides of life rather than the pessimist ones. Thank you.
Well done. Well done, sir. Anjan.
Very
Very good.
nice.
So, Sakshi, open your mic.
हेलो सुनाई दे रहा है क्या?
Yeah.
Perfect.
एक मिनट रुक जाओ.
I think we should tomorrow conduct a meet also for English session.
रुको.
What, Sunny?
Yeah, tomorrow we will conduct for English session, I think.
One more.
Yeah, one more because some topics I have left it. I had two topics but not prepared both.
Okay, okay. First, let complete the Sakshi, then we will.
स्टार्ट करूँ अब?
हाँ हाँ।
Ah,
Every individual has his own characteristic way of behaving, responding to emotions, perceiving things, and looking at the world. No two individuals are similar. You might you might like going out for parties, but your friend might prefer staying back at home, reading his or her favorite book. It is really not necessary that if you like partying around, your friend will also like the same. Here comes the role of personality. What an individual sees in the childhood days and most importantly, his or her growing days form his personality. How an individual is raised plays an important role in shaping his or her personality. Personality is nothing but the aggregate cluster of memories and incidents in an individual's entire lifespan. Environmental factors, family background, financial condition, genetic factors, situations, and circumstances also contribute to an individual's personality. How we behave in our day to day life reflects our personality. How an individual behaves depends on his family background, upbringing, social status, and so on. An individual with a troubled childhood would not open up easily. He or she would always hesitate to open his heart in front of others. Some kind of fear would always be there with him. An individual who never had any major problems in life would be an extrovert and would never have issue interacting and socializing with others. You really can't blame an individual for not being an extrovert. It is essential to check his or her background or past life. It is quite possible that as a child he was not allowed to go out of his home, play and freak out with friends. These individuals start believing that their home is their only world and they are not safe outside. Such a mindset soon becomes their personality. Personality also influences what we think, our beliefs, value, and expectation. What we think about others depends on our personality. Personality is defined as the personal qualities and characteristics of an individual. Personality is how we interact with others. Personality is the sum of characteristics of an individual, which makes him different from the others. It is our personality which makes us unique and help us stand apart from the crowd. There are three determinants of personality: heredity, environment, and situation. Heredity refers to factors that are determined once an individual is born. An individual's physique, attractiveness, body type, complexion, body weight depend on his her parents' biological makeup. The environment to which an individual is subjected to during his growing years plays an important role in determining his or her personality. The varied cultures in which we are brought up and our family backgrounds have a crucial role in shaping our personalities. An individual's personality also changes with current circumstances and situation. An individual would behave in a different way when he has enough savings with him, and his behavior would automatically change when he is bankrupt. What is personality development? Personality development is defined as a process of developing and enhancing one's personality. It helps an individual to gain confidence and high self-esteem. Personality development is also said to have a positive impact and on one's communication skills and the way he sees the world. Individuals tend to develop a positive attitude.
Hello, hello. I can't hear you.
हेलो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है क्या?
हाँ हाँ बोलो बोलो।
अभी सुनाई दे रहा है?
अभी सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था बीच में?
नहीं नहीं
नहीं।
चल रहा है, सही 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 बोलो।
बीच में आवाज ब्रेक हो गया था क्या? नेटवर्क जा रहा बार बार.
It's okay. You can continue.
Personality development not only makes you look good and presentable but also helps you face the world with a smile. Personality development encourages individuals to look at the brighter sides of life, even the worst situation with a even the worst situation with a smile. Importance of personality development. An individual's personality refers to his or her appearance, characteristics, attitude, mindset, and behavior with others. Let us go through the importance of personality development. Personality development groups an individual and helps him make a mark of his or her own. Individuals need to have a style of their own for others to follow them. Do not blindly copy others. You need to set an example for people around. Personality development not only makes you look good and presentable but also helps you face the world with a smile. Personality development encourages individuals to look at the brighter side of life, face even the worst situation with a smile. Trust me, flexing your $1 trillion smile will not only melt half of your problems but also evaporate your stress and worries. There is no print cribbing over minor issues and problems. Personality development helps you develop a positive attitude in life. An individual with a negative attitude finds a problem in every situation rather than cribbing and criticizing people around. Analyze the whole situation and try to find an appropriate solution for the same. Remember, if there is a problem, there has to be a solution as well. Never lose your cool, it would make the situation worse. It is essential for individuals to behave well with people around. Being polite with others will not only make you popular among other people but also earning respect and pride. You can't demand respect by being rude with people around. Personality development plays an important role in developing not only your outer but also inner self. Human being is a social animal. One needs people around. An individual needs to have that magnetic power which attracts people towards him. You need to have the you need to have the charisma of your personality. Development helps you gain recognition and acceptance from the society as well as people around. Personality development plays an essential role not only in an individual's professional but also personal lives. It makes an individual's disciplined, punctual, and an asset for his or her organization. An indisciplined individual finds it difficult to survive in the long run. Personality development teaches you to respect not only your boss and fellow workers but also family members, friends, neighbors, relatives, and so on. Never make fun of anyone at the workplace. Avoid criticizing and making fun of your fellow workers. One should never carry his or her attitude or personal grudges to work. Office is not a place where you can be rude to others just because you had a fight with your friend last night. Personality development sessions help you differentiate between your personal as well as professional life. It is really essential to keep a balance between both the lives to lead a peaceful and stress-free life. Personality development helps an individual to inculcate positive qualities like punctuality, flexible attitudes, willingness to learn, friendly nature, eagerness to help others, and so on. Never hesitate to share information with others. Always reach. Some people have a tendency to work till late. Late sittings not only increase your stress level but also spoil your personal life. Sitting till late at the office indicates that an individual is extremely poor in time management skills. Personality development helps you develop an impressive personality and makes you stand apart from the rest. It also plays an essential role in improving one's communication skills. Individuals taught to master the art of expressing their thoughts and feelings in the most desired way. Personality development makes you a confident individual who is appreciated and respected wherever he goes. Thank you.
बहुत अच्छा साक्षी, बहुत अच्छा.
Thank you. Thank
Very good.
Better than last time.
you.
Good.
Why did you not create a presentation? साक्षी,
हाँ क्या वो?
अरे वो प्रेजेंटेशन क्यों नहीं बनाई?
अरे मैंने बनाया था शेयर करना भूल गई.
शेयर करना चाहिए था ना.